Yeah, well, I wouldn't say I was skeptical, but I was amused to come into it at the first instance to see what it would actually bring, because I'm very much a hands-on person and like to sit in a room and sit beside someone and speak to them face to face. But after the initial, couple of sessions, I was really quite hooked on it, and it's made it a lot easier to, get speedy decisions and outcomes and action focused things out your meeting, which is great. There seems to be much more purpose when you're actually in the room because you're surrounded by the tools and the whiteboards, etc. Rather than trying to find a corner of the office that's you're trying to keep your voice down and in the real world. So it's worked really well.
I found it surprisingly addictive in a positive way immediately. I didn't find it difficult, I didn't find it complicated. I kind of expected to, but I was immediately immersed, and I think immersive is the best word you can use for it.
Well, I think in QUBE we've been able to tackle difficult problems and things we really didn't know how we were going to do. We were able to break everything down to the very smallest tasks that we're required to do. And when we've looked back, we've seen that we've actually moved very far in a very short period of time. But it's not actually affected just how we work in QUBE. For me, I've found it's affected how I work outside QUBE. And so I've ended up just working much faster, doing things much quicker, getting things done. And it's been of benefit all around, really.
Yeah, I mean, I think it just gets you in a different headspace, doesn't it? And you're a lot quicker when you're all sitting around the room, looking at each other, and yeah, it's quite annoying, the meetings that turn into just like talking heads, whereas here you feel as if you're actually in a work, almost like a workshop seminar type environment, and you're really much more productive, which has been great.
What's interesting about QUBE is when you enter it as an experienced project manager is that you bring to it your experiences, your ways of working, your behaviours, your talent, for want of a better word. And interestingly, with QUBE, it deliberately tries to break down those barriers. And as an experienced project manager, you have to have, I guess, the humility maybe to say, oh, that's getting at me. That's what I do. That's my skill. And in fact, what QUBE does is to say, well, thinking better and planning better and using different tools to solve problems is at the core of PM, and actually QUBE just makes it a little bit easier.
Do I choose face-to-face or do I choose remote access as a way of working? To suddenly have them both in the same solution is extremely enticing, and I wish I could do more of it.